More than 60 years ago, a little-known doctor from the Oregon Health and Science University in Portland made a breakthrough discovery. It changed everything we knew about back pain. It's called the healing molecule. This discovery was successfully used to treat tens of thousands of patients suffering from the most challenging and hopeless cases of back pain, bulging discs, sciatica, arthritis, tendonitis, knee pain, or shoulder pain. But because it was so powerful, affordable, and effective, soon the healing molecule was banned. Fortunately, this highly controversial back pain remedy has been finally rediscovered and greatly improved on a remote and little-known group of islands in the Atlantic Ocean. More than 77,383 people and counting who use this successfully can't be wrong. Ex-presidents, mass media celebrities, Olympic weightlifters, professional NFL quarterbacks, and hockey players worth hundreds of millions of dollars, but also regular folks, construction and factory workers, teachers, nurses, truck drivers, firefighters, even military personnel, people who must have their backs, hands, and feet in perfect condition to do their jobs. People like Christine M. of Seattle, Washington, who says,
"Last month alone, I spent more than $800 on painkillers and doctors, and it was all for nothing. Since I started using this, my joint pain is gone, my leg pain is gone, and my back pain is now just a very, very small nuisance. This is really something else, and I can't recommend it enough."
Or Michael O. from Rockford, Illinois.
"For years, I've suffered from arthritis in my hips, which gave me horrendous pain in my legs and knees. 3 weeks ago, my doctors put me in a wheelchair, and the only thing that worked was morphine. I almost went for a $34,000 hip replacement, but then, by pure chance, I found out about this. And all I have to say is this stuff literally saved my life, my job, and my marriage. I have no more pain, and I can walk again. Thank you so much."
Or Annabelle M. from Madison, Wisconsin, who says,
"I've suffered from a horrible back pain every day. Since 2015, I was terrified to move, to bend, or to just even lift anything. After a visit to my doctor one day, she pulls me aside and tells me to try this new thing. Last week was the first day of being pain-free after 8 years. Now I can finally do my chores, lift laundry, or play with my nephews. And I'm not afraid of pain anymore because it's completely gone."
These stories could be your story, and today I am going to present you all the latest scientific evidence and answer the most burning questions anyone suffering back pain problems might have. What is the fastest way and most effective way I can get rid of my pain? What should I immediately ask my doctor if I want to avoid a $26,000 surgery? And last but not least, what are the 3 mistakes you're making daily which triple your pain levels, and how can you avoid them? Also, I will reveal what is the worst and the best position to sleep if you suffer from any kind of back pain. Plus, what you can do this instant to wipe out 90% of your back pain in less than 30 seconds by using just one regular item from your house. And no, it's not a tennis ball or anything like that. The powerful long-term solution you're about to discover will keep your back, joints, and even your hands and feet perfectly healthy and pain-free for years to come. And I promise you this, you'll get angry when you'll see, in fact, how easy it is to achieve all this, and you'll wish you'd used this years ago. Imagine going for a walk in the park with your friends or family without any pain or exhaustion, or being able to work in your garden, do chores around the house, or pursue your hobbies without any pain or frustration. Finally, you'll be able to bend down, reach up, and move around freely, feeling confident and capable of your movement. How would it be to leave all fear of injury behind you? You don't have to suffer anymore, and today you can finally make a difference. One that will save you not only thousands of dollars, but offer you freedom and control. How does that sound? Now, if you're a little skeptical about all this, I completely understand. But as someone who almost died alone in my own house because of my failing back, and yet I managed to bounce back, completely rejuvenate my spine, and get rid of all the pain, I can tell you this, you too can do the same and finally change your life for the better starting today. Hello, my name is James Horton, and for the last 25 years or so, I've been a chemistry researcher. And even though I don't personally know you, we have so much more in common than you think. You see, after I retired, together with my dear wife, we moved to her brother's orange farm in Texas. I loved working there. But as the years have gone by, all that hard work took its toll on my aging body. And one day, the inevitable happened, and so my 5-year back pain nightmare began. I remember it like it was yesterday. As I bent down to pick up a small crate of ripe oranges, something in my lower back cracked loudly. The next day, when I tried to get up from bed, I couldn't move an inch. I was completely paralyzed from the waist down, yet I could feel the pain burning through my whole body. Nobody was home that day. I was alone. My phone was out of reach, and for 6 long hours, I stood there all alone, thinking I was gonna die. Fortunately, my wife came back just in time and rushed me to the best hospital and doctors in the area. And guess what? When they took my shirt off, they saw that a huge black patch appeared on my back. What the hell was happening? The doctors told me that blood was not reaching my spine's vertebrae anymore. And because I've neglected my back pain problems for so long, this condition was now spreading to my hips, thighs, knees, and left shoulder. Basically, what this meant was that my vertebrae and bones were withering, and no more blood and nutrients were reaching them. As you can imagine, I was in complete shock. But what about that dark, ugly patch on my back, I asked. To my surprise, they told me that it's not a skin disease, but a condition called notalgia paresthetica, something which may happen all of a sudden to anyone suffering from back pain. Without even blinking twice, the doctors told me that spine surgery was my only solution. $26,000. And most likely you'll be fine, they said. I was outraged. Spine surgery? And there's no guarantee you'll fix my back? That's completely out of the question. You see, my wife's sister, Christine, a 45-year-old mother of 3 beautiful daughters, had the most common spine surgery, which is a laminectomy decompression 1 year ago. But get this very simple surgery caused her to develop an intractable, incurable pain condition 10 times worse than before. Of course, the doctors conveniently forgot to mention it as a risk. And from that day on, the poor mother couldn't even lift her children in her arms anymore. I think you should know this, especially if you're considering any type of surgery. Now, I must admit, I didn't leave the hospital empty-handed, but instead of a cure, they gave me a cane. Oh, that felt 1,000 times worse than my back pain. I felt old. I felt useless. Now, with that cane, I couldn't even hide the pain and misery anymore. When I came back home and my little niece saw me with that damn cane, she ran away scared. Poor little girl. My wife looked at me with pity, even disgust. She didn't say a thing. Oh, but I could read her mind. You're not the man I married anymore. And she was right. I could barely sit straight for 3 minutes, let alone continue working at the farm or support my family in any way. Is the wheelchair next? That's all I could ever think of when pain kept me awake at night. I was mad. Mad at the chiropractors who were only after my money. Mad at all the doctors who had no clue how to fix my pain. Mad at the useless creams, pills, NSAIDs, and fistful of drugs which instead of making me better were only poisoning my body and killing my spirit. The only moment of passing relief was in the evening when I'd sit on the porch with my friend Brian and we'd grumble about our back pain for hours. You see, if you don't suffer from back pain, nobody will ever truly understand what you're going through. But my old friend did. A horrible truck crash from a couple years ago left him with 8 rods, 3 screws, and a plate in his back. We both shared the same pain and tried to make the best of it. But one day, all of a sudden, Brian completely vanished. No sign of him. Little did I know back then that his disappearance would change my life completely. And I bet everything I have, it'll change yours too. Because you see, after a while, I received an unexpected call from Brian.
Jimmy, I'm 4,000 miles away and I feel 40 years younger now. My back pain is gone now.
Was this some kind of joke? But it wasn't. Brian told me that because of his excruciating back pain problems, he decided to go to Europe and try something special and revolutionary no other U.S. doctor had ever told him about. And that's how he ended up on a small group of islands off the coast of Portugal called the Azores. There, he met a local doctor who not only treated all his back pain problems, but who was pulling miracles every single day, treating people coming from all over the world. People who couldn't walk for years or who had extreme cases of lower back pain, scoliosis, strained muscles, teared joints, broken hips, or severe osteoarthritis. The Azores? I had no idea about this place. So I did a quick online search and found it was a beautiful volcanic archipelago almost at the end of the world from where I lived. But what was the connection between Brian, these remote islands, and back pain? I dug some more, and what I discovered next made my jaw drop. An incredible medical study published in the prestigious British Medical Journal, which revealed an astonishing fact. Only around 1% of all the people living on the island suffered from back pain problems, joint pain, arthritis, spondylosis, or any other nerve, muscle, or joint pain. Hold on a minute. This can't be possible. But I double-checked the data, and the science was rock solid. Multiple independent studies confirmed there really is a small place on Earth where people, even those well into their 60s, are completely pain-free. Now, I had a very difficult choice to make. Either undergo the back surgery, pay $26,000, and risk complete paralysis, or take my chances, go to the Azores, and see for myself if I can regain my health back. What would you have done in my place? I surely didn't want to risk both my hard-earned money and the little health I had just to live confined to a wheelchair and be a burden to my family for the rest of my days. Obviously, I took the trip. It was my very last chance to have a normal life again. I could barely drive for 15 minutes, so having to sit still in an airplane for more than 12 hours felt like a never-ending nightmare. When I finally arrived, I was happy to see Brian again. And while I was barely standing up, he took my heavy bags like it was nothing. "Oh, what's that? A cane? It makes you look 20 years older," he said jokingly, but I didn't laugh. He then took me to a small health retreat deep in the heart of the island where people were getting literally hit with a hammer on the back and their necks were cracking loudly as doctors were pulling them up with brutal force. Was this the special treatment that would finally end my back pain? I was terrified, but it was too late to turn back now. We then got out, and nothing could have prepared me for what I saw next. All kinds of people were soaking inside a dozen or so hot, bubbly springs. Men and women of all ages, some in their 30s, some well into their 80s. People from China, Europe, Canada, Australia, England, and a lot of Americans, folks like you and me. And I even saw the most popular US TV host. Well, he's on X now, trying to hide his face behind a book. Oh, and I also recognized a couple of athletes from the U.S. Olympic weightlifting team. I thought, if big athletes who lift 400 pounds without breaking their backs are here, then I must be onto something really good. I then gently entered the hot springs and began to stretch my body. Cozy, warm feelings surrounded me. The water was vibrating with healing energy, and I felt light as a feather. All my muscles quickly relaxed, and I felt really amazing. Yet, one thing kept bothering me. A strong smell of rotten eggs coming from the hot springs, which was making me feel really sick. Oh, little did I know back then that this very pungent smell would be the key to treating all of my back pain problems. More about that in a minute. After that, I went to a private reserve where I met the amazing doctor who saved my life. And that's truly an understatement. His name was T.S. I can't share his full name, and I'll explain why in a second. You see, later on, I did a quick Google search, and to my surprise, I found out that T.S. was one of the greatest neurosurgeons and spine specialists, not only in the U.S., but also in the entire world. And during his decades-long career, he helped, treated, and successfully healed ex-presidents, professional NFL quarterbacks, hockey players, golfers, people worth hundreds of millions of dollars who couldn't risk their health and career because of back pain. And many Nobel Prize winners quote his work and praise his lectures at Harvard, MIT, the Mayo Clinic, or Mount Sinai Hospital. But TS left all this behind for some years as he was literally canceled by the mainstream Big Pharma. You see, he made one crucial mistake. He strongly refused to push Big Pharma's expensive and useless drugs or surgeries. That's why, instead of having his academic career smeared by money-driven corporations with a heavy heart, he moved to the Azores, where he continued to heal thousands of people. He told me to relax, and then he began to rub a silky, spring-scented concoction all over my back, neck, elbows, and swollen joints. And then, all of a sudden, I felt the release from the bottom of the middle out. For the first time ever in so many years, I felt the tension in my back muscles fade away. I felt my spine slide into better alignment. I felt all of the crushing pressure and pain on my sides and discs vanish. Now, please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that all these problems were magically fixed, but there was a definite change like I had never felt before. My knees were not hurting anymore. My elbow joints and my hips felt strong, vigorous, and healthy. And yes, like Brian, I felt decades younger. Now, I want you to know this. As with everything good in life, nothing comes for free. And TS was charging quite a hefty price for this. 650 euros per day. That's roughly $700. Still, this was more than 30 times cheaper than that dreadful spine surgery I was desperately trying to avoid. So for the next few days, I continued to bathe in the hot springs and use the balm TS gave me. Soon, all my back pain was gone. Still, now more than ever, I wanted to know how all this was even possible. So I went to TS and humbly asked for an explanation. But instead of an answer, he responded with an unexpected question. Have you ever wondered why thousands of people well into their 70s or 80s do not experience back pain at all? Or powerlifters? Or the seniors here in the Azores Islands and many others across the globe? I honestly had no idea. According to a recent study published by the National Libraries of Medicine, 2 out of 10 people never experience back pain throughout their lives. Please, sit down and let me tell you their unfair advantage and how anyone, including you, can enjoy a strong back and a pain-free body like they do. He then continued, back pain may seem complicated, but it's not. There are 3 main causes that are the most common. The first big cause of low back pain is excessive sitting. On average, 10 to 15 hours a day. That's like a death sentence for your back. Oh, by the way, here's what Dr. TS told me to do as a quick fix whenever I feel back pain caused by sitting down too much. Just take a towel, roll it, and place it behind your back. He told me anyone who uses this method can ease more than 70% of their back pain problems in no time. The second big cause of pain is too much body weight. Every extra pound of fat puts 4 pounds of pressure on your spine, joints, knees, and legs. So if you weigh 200 pounds, this puts 300 pounds of extra pressure on your spine and nerves. The third big cause of not only back pain, but of neck pain or shoulder pain as well, is bad posture. Hunching over the computer, always looking at the phone, long drives, slouching on the couch, and so on, in time, do massive damage to your body. Even a bad posture while sleeping can injure your back. That's why you should never, ever sleep on your stomach, as this puts the most pressure on your spine's muscles and joints. This position also forces you to turn your neck, which can cause neck and upper back pain. That's why the best position to sleep is your side, preferably with your legs up, slightly towards you, and a pillow between them. So, what does all that excessive sitting, bad posture, and extra weight do to your body? It compresses the lower back muscles, your psoas, your quadriceps, your glutes, the joints, the cartilages, and the discs of your spine. In turn, all this causes your nerves to compress, injuring them badly and causing pain. For example, what causes sciatica? A herniated disc in the spine or an overgrowth of the bone. This presses on your spinal nerve, which runs all the way through your leg, causing that awful stinging pain. What if you suffer from lower back pain? Again, it's another nerve tightly pinched. And when the signal from the irritated nerve root reaches your brain, it feels like an electrical pain shooting throughout your back, butt, and leg. What if you have neck pain? This is caused by a strain of a ligament, which also hits a nerve, causing pain. Or let's say your knee or your joint hurts. Let's say you suffer from facet arthritis. As we age, the cartilage between our joints loses water and volume. Thus, more pressure is put on each facet joint and the surrounding nerves. The result? Pain, stiffness, weakness, lower ability to move. The doctor sat back in his chair and asked if everything made sense so far. I said, yes, I think I get it now. Whenever too much pressure is put on a nerve, it starts overfiring, causing pain. That's 100% correct, he said, and he continued. But did you know that you can stop pain as easily as you turn off a light switch? You see, pain is, in fact, just your body telling you, hey, there's something wrong going on here. I'm injured. For example, let's take back pain. There are 31 nerves in your spine. When the body's immune system detects an injury at one of those nerves, it triggers a response. According to a breakthrough study coming from the Kyoto University of Medicine in Japan, your body releases a series of highly toxic chemicals, such as cytokines and prostaglandins. And here's the thing, when there's a buildup of those chemicals around a nerve root in your back, it causes the nerve to become compressed. Imagine a swollen tooth. There's a pocket of pus pressing your tooth nerves, causing a world of pain, right? Similarly, these toxic pockets causing the same pain and damage when they press on your back nerves. In time, as we age, the buildup of these chemicals will inevitably cause massive damage to your back, leading to never-ending shooting pain, stiffness, and reduced range of motion. So, the solution to back pain, any type of back pain, is really simple. Get rid of the toxic pockets of inflammatory chemicals as fast as possible. Do this quickly, and the pressure on your nerves will steadily drop. No more pressure on the nerves, no more back pain once and for all. But then I asked, Doctor, that makes a whole lot of sense, but there's so much more than just back pain. There's neck pain, joint pain, knee pain, shoulder pain, and so on. What about that? His answer was absolutely incredible. As I said, there are only 31 nerves in your back, but believe it or not, your body has over 7 trillion nerves, which connect everything in your body. And when these nerves get pressed, toxic pockets of cytokines and prostaglandins form, causing muscle cramps, stiff necks, joint pain, and so on. Kids naturally sit straight. They don't sit all day on a chair, and of course, not many kids have to carry all that excess weight, as many grown-ups do. That's why kids almost never suffer from this type of pain. They don't have any toxic pockets to press on their nerves. As for all the thousands of seniors who don't suffer from back pain, like the people from Azores, their body naturally destroys all these toxic pockets thanks to a healing secret hidden in plain sight, which I'll reveal in a minute. Unfortunately, as we age, this fantastic healing process grinds to a halt for most of us. Our bodies cannot destroy the toxic pockets anymore. As a result, they grow and grow, causing never-ending pain. Fortunately, after decades of research and thousands of successfully treated patients, TS finally found a simple way anyone could use to restart the healing process and naturally get rid of these toxic, inflammatory pockets and practically treat even the worst of back pain and, for that matter, any kind of joint, muscle, tendon, or ligament pain. By now, I was dying to find out how that's even possible. He then told me, "I'm sure you've noticed the smell of the hot springs." I said, "Yes. It's really hard to miss that awful stench of burnt matches, skunk, and rotten eggs. That's the smell of sulfur," he said. "And all the healing hot springs you see here are loaded with sulfur." I've heard about sulfur hot springs before. They've been popular since long before recorded history, despite the rotten egg smell. Here in the Azores, all across Europe, in Australia, Japan, and even in the US, and more than a few have been touted as fountains of youth for their undeniable healing and age-defying qualities. But there's more to it than sulfur. TS told me that these waters also contain what he calls the healing molecule for any type of pain, a truly miraculous substance first discovered in the late 50s by a doctor called Stanley Jacob while he was analyzing the properties of sulfur. With the help of this healing molecule, he successfully treated thousands of patients from the most difficult and seemingly untreatable causes of back pain, arthritis, bursitis, tendinitis, and other conditions. Soon, this healing molecule was on the front page of the New York Times, touted as the most exciting thing in medicine. And by 1965, over 1,500 studies had been done involving 100,000 patients who successfully used it to regain their normal life back. Then, the most unexpected thing happened. The FDA banned it. Big Pharma was that powerful even back then, but the truth couldn't be suppressed, and the healing molecule has become widely used in about 125 countries, including Canada, the UK, Germany, and Switzerland. Soon, the pressure was huge, and the FDA backed down and finally approved it. Yet, even today, not many people know about it. Was TS really telling the truth? Well, he was. In 1980, Mike Wallace of the CBS television show 60 Minutes conducted an interview with Dr. Stanley Jacob. Here's, in his exact own words, what this healing molecule can do.
Dr. Jacob gave us a capsule understanding.
One is that it blocks certain types of nerve conduction. These are the fibers which produce pain. Second, it reduces inflammation or swelling. Third, it actually improves blood supply to an area of injury. Fourth, and this could be the key, in the test tube, in certain types of injury, it literally stimulates healing.
I still wasn't convinced, but then I saw some old testimonials of people using this healing molecule to treat all kinds of injuries.
By the third day, she was feeling a little better. You began to see it in her face.
Well, I didn't have to take any more medicine.
This is Sandy Sherrick 2 months later back at her Riverside, California home.
Oh, the pain's gone. The pain is totally, completely gone from my neck.
You're serious?
I'm telling the truth, the honest to God truth.
You can do anything? Can you do housework?
Yes, I can.
Drive a car?
Yes.
Lift stuff?
I have not found anything I can't do.
By now, there was no shadow of a doubt left that this was truly something amazing. Like nothing I've ever seen before to get rid of my pain. But the good news didn't stop here. In the following decades, thanks to its unique ability to quickly penetrate the skin and tissue like water through sand, researchers all across the world managed to make it even more potent and effective. It drastically relieves joint pain, stiffness, and swelling. It rejuvenates and protects the ends of bones and joints. It boosts immunity, and it even improves skin health by fighting redness, inflammation, itching, and even age spots. Then, T.S. told me that through his years of research, he found many other natural ingredients which, when combined together in a very specific way, acted as an army of powerful, full-body healers. For example, an ancient herb which quickly increases the body's core temperature and further stimulates the healing, making your bodies refreshed. A powerful neurotransmitter which acts like a pain modulator, reducing the perception of pain in any affected area. And a very expensive oil which, according to a 2021 study coming from the Presbyterian College School of Pharmacy, reduces muscle spasm, alleviates chronic pain, and improves blood circulation with outstanding results. It all finally made sense. This healing molecule, along with all the other powerful ingredients, were the proven key to fight even the worst cases of back pain, and for that matter, any kind of joint, muscle, tendon, or ligament pain. But why hadn't any doctor told me about this before? Why wasn't it on the news? Why wasn't the famous Neurosurgical Spine Center at Johns Hopkins, the organization that claims to be dedicated to relieving pain, shouting this from the rooftops? Or for that matter, any hospital, clinic, or drug manufacturer? And then I figured out the answer. Money. According to the Center for Advancing Health, we pay more than $238 billion every single year for useless treatments, surgeries, and all kinds of drugs to just manage our pain, not treat it. $238 billion. Can you even imagine that? That's more than enough to end homelessness in the entire USA. Unfortunately, this is how the system is set up. You are not a patient. You are a cash machine. I was absolutely disgusted. After all, the people we rely on to make us healthy were only interested in profiting from our pain and misery, even though there really was a simple, effective, and affordable solution to banish the pain for everybody. By now, I was approaching the end of my treatment and I had to get back home. The trip felt like a breeze. During the whole 12-hour flight, I slept like a baby in the most awkward and uncomfortable position you can imagine. No pain whatsoever. And right when I was about to land, I realized something. I forgot my cane back in the doctor's office. I began to laugh with all my heart and thank God for how things turned out in the end. I couldn't wait to finally lift my little niece in my arms once again, hug my wife, and prove to her she can depend on me once again. And the good news kept coming. The following week, I went to the hospital for a full set of analysis and scans, and guess what? There was absolutely no more buildup of those toxic cytokines or prostaglandins. From now on, my body could finally heal itself on its own, and it felt great. Oh, and that dark, disgusting patch on my back? Completely gone. I can't tell you how happy I was, especially since I didn't have to pay those $26,000 for the back surgery. So, after seeing firsthand the dreadful effects of back pain, and of any type of pain for that matter, I wanted to share this amazing solution with the rest of the world and make sure that no one else had to suffer ever again. So I wrote TS, asking him for his unique recipe so that I could make it available to everyone. Unfortunately, the reply I got back made me livid. The good doctor passed away from an unexpected heart complication. I thought, this is it? Nobody will ever benefit from this amazing miracle balm. Fortunately, searching through one of my travel bags, I found one last small jar of his unique balm. And even though he didn't share with me the full list of plants, herbs, minerals, and other ingredients, as a chemist, I knew exactly what I had to do. Take the last remaining jar, analyze all the ingredients and quantities, and replicate the formula. Of course, I couldn't do all this by myself, so I began to call in some favors from some old colleagues of mine. And soon, I gathered an international group of 12 independent experts, among which an ex-Harvard biochemist, a leading neuroscientist, the best German back pain problems expert, a world-renowned natural plants expert, and an Olympic team Japanese physical recovery specialist. After many tests and failed trials, we began to single out one by one each ingredient from the original Azor's formula. But soon, we realized that we could greatly improve the formula we had. So we began experimenting with hundreds of other natural pain relievers too, including rare polyphenoids and pain modulators in an attempt to make the original formula even more powerful. In fact, building on the doctor's expertise, passion, and dedication, the final recipe we created was up to 17 times more powerful than what he had achieved. And very important, it was many times more affordable, and it didn't involve traveling thousands of miles and taking daily baths in those smelly sulfur springs. It was clear that nothing like this had ever been attempted before, and we were extremely excited to put the new balm to the test. So, to be absolutely sure this wasn't some kind of fluke, we gathered a group of over 780 volunteers. The most desperate and complicated cases of back pain, arthritis, knee and hands pain you could think of. People who had been suffering for decades and who were betrayed by the money-grubbing mainstream pharma. The results? Well, they completely blew everyone away. Soon, I received hundreds of emails and phone calls from not only right across America, but from England, Australia, Canada, even New Zealand. Men and women as young as 30 and as old as 83 who were desperate to share their success stories and thank me for what I'd done. My hands and knees don't hurt anymore. I can bend, stretch, and walk for hours without feeling any pain. My back pain is gone. I can finally sleep well through the night. At that moment, I knew we couldn't keep this under wraps any longer. And I haven't. Finally, I could say that I've created a sophisticated yet highly effective pain elimination and recovery protocol anyone could use to fight not only back pain, but any type of muscle pain or joint pain. And I've called it Balmorix Pro. Now, even you can turn off pain, as simple as you can turn off a light switch. This has already transformed the lives of 77,383 people and counting. And I guarantee it will achieve the same spectacular results for you too. But before I reveal exactly what makes Balmorix Pro so special and so powerful against back pain problems, joint pain, arthritis, chronic inflammation, and other nerve, muscle, or joint pains, have a listen to what Janet from Waverly, Ohio had to say.
I have 2 kids and a little baby, and I have to move a lot. At one point, because of the excruciating pain, I couldn't take it anymore. But after just a few dabs of this, my life changed completely. Now I can go to work, I can come back home, I can do all the chores around the house and take care of my family completely pain-free. The only thing I wish is that I knew about this sooner. I could have avoided so much suffering. So thank you so much.
Here's what Michael F. from Arlington, Illinois had to say.
This product is the truth, and I'm the living proof. For 15 years, I drove an airport route bus and had to lift heavy luggage after driving for an hour or two. And believe me, people will pack the refrigerator if they could put it in their luggage. This destroyed my back, and I almost lost my job. I was desperate and couldn't afford surgery. I've been using this for the past few days, and relief is an understatement. My back pain is gone now. Really gone. Thank you.
And here's what lovely Marlene J. from Grand Rapids, Michigan thinks about Balmorix Pro.
Does this work? Yes, it absolutely does. It absorbs quickly and doesn't leave your skin feeling greasy. It has a very pleasant scent, and you can really feel it penetrating into those deeper muscles. My knees and joints were shattered and my chronic pain was killing me, but now I'm more flexible than ever. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, so what exactly are you going to receive inside Balmorix Pro, and how does it work? You see, when I decided to improve Dr. TS's formula, I made a vow that it had to meet 3 very important goals. First, the quality of the ingredients had to be world-class, better than anything you could get on your own. Second, it had to be easy and fast to apply and gentle with all types of skin. And third, it had to be less expensive than buying the ingredients on your own. As I've already explained, getting pain-free, very easy, but only if you go directly to treat the root cause. And that's simple. Get rid of the toxic rockets of cytokines and prostaglandins as quickly as possible. No more pockets, no more pain, plain and simple. To accomplish this, we used the healing molecule discovered by Dr. Stanley in the 50s and later on banned by the FDA. The very same natural ingredient found in the youth springs of Azores used to treat politicians, celebrities, weightlifters, and rich people who can afford to pay $700 a day for it. I'm talking, of course, about MSM, a true natural gift from God which does 5 very important things for you. First of all, as soon as you rub just a small dab where it hurts, it automatically relieves pain by pulverizing those toxic pockets causing pain like ice on a hot stove. As proven by scientists from the Inflammation Biology Group from France and confirmed by the Korean Science Institute, MSM works by blocking the formation of NF-κB and interleukin-6 enzymes, which feed the formation of cytokines and prostaglandins. But that's not all. Because MSM is a natural analgesic, it blocks the transfer of pain impulses through the nerve fibers, which means exactly that you will not feel pain anymore. Let me repeat that. No more pain. No matter if it has been plaguing you for years. Next, MSM will help improve joint flexibility and reduce stiffness, which will finally help you get rid of that back pain keeping you awake at night. It will also promote tissue repair, healing any damaged part of your body, knees, shoulders, neck, and even cartilage or strained muscle. And last but not least, it will improve the blood supply to an area of injury, which will further fast-track healing. Now, I'm sure you think the more MSM I get, the better my back and joints will be, right? Well, it's not that simple. You see, we've discovered that some people can assimilate MSM better, while others, unfortunately, well, they just can't. So, to make sure this works for anybody, no matter their age or their problems, we've added even more powerful ingredients. First of all, arnica oil, a special, highly effective pain management oil discovered almost 300 years ago, yet forgotten by modern medicine. This will stimulate blood flow to your injured back, tendons, and joints, bringing life to tired muscles and withering nerves. Arnica oil is especially great for back pain, as it will strengthen your spine, helping you maintain proper alignment and posture, even if you have some extra pounds or have to sit down daily for more than 8 hours. Next, we've added ginger root extract, which greatly reduces knee pain caused by osteoarthritis and also helps relieve joint pain from rheumatoid arthritis. And to make its effects twice as powerful, we've paired it with vitamin B3, which is particularly helpful in improving joint mobility and hand grip. Balmorex Pro is 100% different from any other so-called pain relief creams, sprays, or even opioids, because it doesn't just mask the pain. Instead, it does so much more. It improves circulation and promotes better muscle and joint healing. And it does that fast and safely with the help of natural ingredients such as hemp seed oil and Indian frankincense, two great anti-inflammatory ingredients which increase body core temperature and further reduce back pain and protect cartilage from damage, allowing you to embrace every moment pain-free and revitalized. Next, we've added ascorbic acid, which is extremely useful for eliminating even the most difficult cases of nerve pain, neck pain, back pain, arthritis pain, and any other muscle, joint, and bone pain. And of course, the best source of organic aloe vera gel, which contains a rich mix of over 75 healing elements that can relieve pain fast, speed up healing, reduce inflammation, and treat neuropathic pain associated with sciatic nerve damage. Do you see now how great Balmorex Pro is? That's why it's used by top athletes, members of the Olympic team, or top football players who need a quick and clean recovery. Because when it comes to eliminating pain, nobody has time for long recovery exercises. You need something effective right here and now. That's why thousands of people swear by this balm. It takes away all the guessing. You don't have to do any complicated stretching movements daily or waste precious time and money by going to dozens of doctors. All you have to do is just apply it freely when it hurts and let all the powerful ingredients inside work their wonders. It doesn't matter where it hurts. Minutes after you rub it, it will help you soothe lower back pain, muscle cramps, stiff necks, hand, wrists, elbow, shoulder, or any type of joint pain, including knees, hips, hands, fingers, and more. This is possible because Balmorex Pro contains a unique combination of 4 ingredients focused on total relaxation. GABA, a strong neurotransmitter which will help you unlock the secret to true relief thanks to its powerful muscle relaxation properties, targeting tension and spasms that plague your back. Epsom salt, which has long been touted for muscle relaxation and pain relief throughout the body. Bromelain, a powerful enzyme extract from pineapple, which according to researchers from the University of Southampton, England, can stop back pain, knee pain, and shoulder pain in its tracks and heal swollen tissue. And last but not least, reishi mushrooms, an underrated pain and skin care powerhouse ingredient, also known as the mushrooms of immortality, which have been used for centuries to cure infections, hydrate the skin, and boost the immune system. This powerful combination of ingredients will allow you to skip years of back pain, joint pain, sore muscles, and tendons. Oh, and one more important thing. Maybe the most important thing about Balmorex Pro, if you're like me, and I'm sure you don't want any oily balm which does not penetrate the skin and ruins your clothes, well, guess what? Balmorex Pro has an advanced, non-greasy formula that absorbs quickly into the skin and locks in the fast, potent herbs and healing oils, leaving no sticky residue. This is possible because of sunflower oil and shea butter. Sunflower oil, which is easily absorbed by the skin and provides hydration and nourishment. And shea butter, which is full of plant esters, vitamin A and vitamin E, which have fantastic anti-inflammatory properties and are great anti-aging agents. And get this, shea butter is also a powerful antifungal. So if you suffer from nasty toenail fungus, you can also rub some balm on your nails and feet to fight fungal infections, athlete's foot, and even a ringworm. So let's recap. Balmorex is quick acting, and you'll notice that sweet relief sensation within a very short time after you apply it. Finally, you won't have to wait for hours to start feeling better. Balmorex is non-staining, has a pleasant, vanishing scent, is non-greasy, and absorbs easily into the skin. You won't feel oily or sticky after the application, and it won't ruin your favorite clothes or bedding. Also, very important, Balmorex was designed to offer long-lasting relief. Even if you apply just a small dab, it doesn't require a lot of rubbing or massaging. This means more freedom, as you won't have to reapply it frequently. Oh, and if you have sensitive skin, this cream is perfect for you. Balmorex does not cause any nasty irritations or side effects, as it's made with all natural ingredients, including plant extracts, essential oils, herbs, and zero harsh chemicals. And because it's so effective, Balmorex Pro lasts many times longer than most topical gels or creams on the market. Indeed, Balmorex Pro is more than just a cream. It's a lifeline for those who are tired of suffering in silence. Picture this. You wake up in the morning ready to tackle the day, but your back pain hits you like a ton of bricks. It's excruciating and debilitating, and it makes it hard to do anything. But with Balmorex, you can finally get the relief you need to live your life to the fullest. Just imagine your life without any type of pain. You can stretch your arms and legs freely without any discomfort. You can sit up and get out of bed with ease, ready to start your day feeling energized and pain-free. This newfound freedom and strength can truly change your entire outlook on life and help you embrace each day with enthusiasm and positivity. Imagine being able to sit, walk, run, bend, lean, or lift any type of object without any fear, discomfort, or tension in your back. How would that feel? I've been in your shoes, and let me tell you, you can't really put a price on that feeling. But the greatest relief comes at night. Imagine being able to sleep through the night without any interruptions or discomfort in your back, hands, or feet. You wake up feeling refreshed, energized, and ready to take on the day. Imagine the sense of joy and fulfillment in knowing that you are doing everything you can to support your body's health and well-being. Just start using Balmorex Pro and you'll be shocked how effective it is, without any work on your part at all. The next question you're probably asking is this: how much is Balmorex Pro and how can I get it? Well, before I answer that, there's one important question I have to ask you. Think for a second about your pain. Think how your life would change if you didn't suffer anymore from it. Now, how much is being free of back pain or any pain worth to you? Whatever figure you have in mind, forget it. You know as well as I do that taking action today and freeing yourself from all the suffering, discomfort, and emotional misery caused by pain will be one of the best investments you could ever make. Don't do the same mistake I did. I've spent thousands of dollars on muscle relaxers, anti-inflammatories, prescription meds, dangerous cortisone injections, even hot yoga and chiropractic adjustments just to feel a little relief. It was all for nothing. I've wasted so much time and lost so much money. And for what? The pain always came back. Dark patches appeared on my back, and my situation got worse and worse each day. And I was so close to a $26,000 surgery and risk complete paralysis for the rest of my life. Look, I am not trying to scare you here. I'm just telling it like it is. Because the truth is, if you don't do the right thing today, you'll have to live with the pain for the rest of your life. I guarantee you that. And remember, by doing nothing and allowing these toxic pockets of cytokines and prostaglandins to keep pressing on your nerves, you'll be playing fast and loose with your health, dramatically increasing your chance of not being able to do even the simple things as tying your shoes, let alone walk for about 10 minutes or more, and a well-deserved night's sleep. Why would you choose a life like this? Before finding out about this amazing solution, I didn't know any better, and I had no other options. But you do. There's absolutely no excuse if you walk away from this opportunity to finally get your life back. So let me ask you again, how much would you pay to completely banish any type of pain and to do it starting today? Well, if you remember, I used to pay almost $700 a day for this. And I was more than glad to do it, seeing how this was 40 times more cheap than the dreadful spine surgery I was trying to avoid. And many of our initial test members and 57,000 customers have already made it clear that they would have happily paid triple that after seeing the results for themselves. Moreover, Balmorex Pro is not a cheap $12 knockoff cream filled with toxic ingredients you can find on Amazon. As a matter of fact, the price of all the individual ingredients combined is well more than $997. But I'm not going to charge you anything like that kind of money, and there are 3 reasons why. Firstly, I've made it my mission to liberate 1 million people from back pain, joint pain, knee pain, any kind of pain in the next 12 months. And there is no way I'll be able to do that if I price the majority of people out. Secondly, the last thing on my mind when I embarked on this journey was making money, and that's certainly not my motivation now. And thirdly, it is my way to honor and respect all the hard work put in by TS. His legacy must live on, and everybody should take advantage of such a revolutionary product. End of discussion. So, here's the deal. You're not going to have to pay $997 today, or $497, or even $300 for that matter. However, because this is the first day on your journey to becoming pain-free once again and regaining your confidence and self-esteem, I want to make it so that adding a supply of Balmorex Pro of your order is a super easy yes for you. That's why, as a special exclusive offer on this special website and today only, you get exclusive access to the powerful Balmorex Pro Balm at the largest discount I will ever be able to offer simply by choosing your money-saving package below. And here's the best part. You can really step up your savings big time when you choose to take advantage of our most popular silver discount package or our gold ultimate discount package, both of which will save you a ton of money on top of today's already special pricing, and which also come with some really exclusive, unique bonuses worth almost $200. Remember, this is a severely discounted one-time offer that you will not have access to again once you leave this page. Therefore, in order to avoid future disappointment or price increases, be sure to pick up the multi-package discount at a huge savings today. So, which money-saving package should you choose? If you're absolutely serious about fully banishing any kind of back pain, sciatica, joint pain, arthritis, chronic inflammation, spondylosis, or any other nerve, muscle, or joint pain, I recommend securing at least the silver discount package. This will allow your body to start fighting and destroying those toxic pockets of cytokines and prostaglandins pressing on your nerves, restocking all the much-needed nutrients to revitalize your body and undo all those years of both visible and invisible damage. But if you have suffered from lower back pain, hands, knees, legs, or neck pain for more than 6 months, and if you want to remain healthy, strong, and active, not just temporarily, but for many years to come without ever having to go through the agony, embarrassment, and suffering caused by unpredictable pain bursts, you should consider taking advantage of our ultimate golden discount package to both maximize savings and let your body benefit the most. The Golden Package is the preferred solution by more than 97% of our thousands of satisfied customers, especially since there's absolutely no way I can really tell how big is the internal toxic buildup in your body. Here's what Annabelle F. from Louisiana recently sent us.
My brother's a doctor and he swears by this stuff, so I ordered a couple of jars, even though at first I was a little bit skeptical. But let me tell you this will get your pain level down several counts on a scale of 1 to 10. And the key is just to reapply a little bit exactly where it hurts the most. And no, this is not expensive at all. I dodged a $30,000 intervention thanks to this. So yes, thank you a million times, thank you. I've just reordered 12 more jars, and what I'm gonna do is keep some for myself, just to be safe, and the rest I'm gonna give as gifts to my whole family and friends.
So please don't waste any more valuable time. To get started and to begin your journey to finally becoming pain-free, make the correct choice and get your package now. Now, if you're a little skeptical about whether this bomb can work for you, I totally understand. To prove to you that this works and you have absolutely nothing to worry about, I'm going to give you a 60-day risk-free money-back guarantee. And if you don't experience a dramatic improvement in your pain symptoms, if you won't feel the tension released, the muscles fully relaxed, and your whole body realigned, if you won't enjoy that long forgotten youthful flexibility and energy, then all you need to do is email me at the address provided in the members area. I will refund every single cent of your investment with absolutely no questions asked and no hard feelings. This is my ironclad promise. 100% money back refund, even if the container is completely empty. No questions asked. Just let us know within 60 days. Why am I willing to give you such an astonishing guarantee? For two very important reasons. First of all, I have personally seen how powerful Balmorex Pro was both for me and for everyone else who had faith and decided to give it a try, which is why I'm so confident it'll work for you. And second, I want you to feel 100% safe and secure in your decision to try this for yourself starting today. I want you to enjoy the done-for-you benefits of Balmorex without any risk to you. And if I have to take on the risk myself, then I'm happy to do it. So you have every opportunity to see the results for yourself. Simply decide which offer you want below. But remember, the silver and gold discount packages, plus all the extra bonuses you're going to receive, are only available today as a way to reward our first-time customers. They are only available on this page and will never be offered again. Only here will you find the original, not on Amazon, not on eBay, or for that matter, not even in any regular store. So please, simply pick your option below, and then just use the buy button to quickly and easily add it to your order. We'll take care of the rest and get it to you in no time. But I'm still not finished. In order to make sure you achieve the best possible results as quickly as possible, I've set up a special gift just for you. That's why I've set up something truly special. If you act right away and complete your order in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to give you a unique one-time offer. The Balmorex Pro Deluxe Upgrade, the all-in-one essential kit designed to improve and boost your health and keep you young and strong for years. With Deluxe Upgrade, you will receive the following exclusive fast-action bonuses and benefits. The first exclusive bonus you'll receive is called Shortcut to Wellness and has a normal retail value of $97. But again, you can get it completely free if you go for the silver and gold packages. How would you like to master the secret shortcut to more energy and mental power and unleash the best version of yourself. Shortcut to Wellness is the perfect solution for those who want to hack their mind and body with the use of modern technology and rapidly improve their quality of life. I guarantee this is nothing like you've ever tried. It's like traveling into the future and finding out everything about optimizing your life and body through the use of cutting-edge biology, research, and technology. And the second exclusive bonus you'll receive is called Immunity Upgraded, the proven way to supercharging your entire body. It has a normal retail value of $97, but today you can get it for free as part of the limited deluxe upgrade deal. And let me tell you this, you'll benefit so much by going through this exclusive guide, which contains the best expert recommendations on topics such as the best exercises you can add to your workout to boost your immune system, foods to adopt in your nutrition that will increase your intake of vital nutrients, over 50 additional resources that will deepen your knowledge and help you transform everything related to your health. And there's so much more. Both Shortcut to Wellness and Immunity Upgraded come with over 20 helpful videos that you can watch right away, so you can get more results in less time. Simple, effective, and very powerful. So, for the exclusive one-time only investment you see below, you get the instant access to your selected Balmorix package, plus your 2 exclusive bonuses worth almost $200. That's a really unbeatable, life-changing offer. And don't forget, your order is fully protected by my 60-day money-back guarantee, meaning there's absolutely no risk on your part at all. So make your choice and click on the Buy Now button below and start your journey towards a pain-free life in the next 90 seconds. Now, it's a decision time for you, and you're at a fork in the road. The first path is to simply do nothing and ignore everything you've just seen and heard. You can choose to live with back pain, joint pain, arthritis for the rest of your life. In time, your hands will hurt even more, your hips and knees will crumble, your muscles will wither, and your vertebrae will crack under the pressure one by one. You will not be able to drive your car, do your shopping, wash yourself. You will lose all your independence, pay tens of thousands of dollars for dangerous surgeries, and at best, you'll end up in a wheelchair. I know, this is not something you want to hear, but it is the sad truth. I don't want that path for you. And I'm sure you don't want it either. That's why I'd like you to take the second path, the only path thousands of others who were once just like you took without any regrets. I beg you, do not waste this unique opportunity to make things right and get healthy as you should. Click the Buy Now button below and get instant access to a quick, simple, and clinically proven way to effectively banish your pain once and for all, even without leaving the comfort of your own home. And just imagine how that will feel. Imagine going for a walk in the park with your friends or family without any pain or exhaustion. Or imagine being able to work in your garden, do chores around the house, or pursue your hobbies without any pain or frustration. Finally, you'll be able to bend down, reach up, and move around freely, feeling confident and capable of your movement. How would that feel? How would it be to leave all the pain and fear of injury behind you and go on vacation without any stress? You'll be finally able to pack your bags with ease, hop on a plane, and feel no pain for hours and discover new places with excitement. Hike in the mountains, swim in the oceans, or simply stroll through new streets feeling confident in your body. Run, jump, swim, feeling strong and agile in your movements, even if you are well into your 60s, 70s, or 80s. Remember the freedom you had when you were a kid? Climbing trees and pushing your limits daily without a care in the world? Now it's time to experience that feeling again, because you can, no matter what your goals are. Imagine your moment of freedom. Feels good, right? You can be truly free in just a few days from now, and all you need to do is choose your package and hit the Buy Now button to get started. More than 57,000 men and women from all over the world have already done exactly that, and this is your chance to join them. Like me, they no longer have to spend the rest of their lives plagued by the fear, worry, and embarrassment caused by pain and inability to move, walk, and enjoy life like everybody else. And when you choose your package and click the Buy Now button, you won't either. But I need to warn you, you must act now while you still can. Because if truth be told, the cost involved in creating this amazing solution and making it public has been far higher than I ever imagined. And I've already received a number of threatening letters from major pharmaceutical companies demanding that I take this website down. So I honestly don't know how much longer I can keep this presentation going. This means if you click away now, there is no guarantee it'll still be up when you return. So right now is decision time. What's it going to be? A healthier, happier, and more confident you, living life in a pure, disease-free body, or a lifetime of pain, suffering, everything that comes with it? I know which option I'd choose, and I think you do too. To join me and our 77,000 strong community in ending back pain, joint pain, muscle pain, and any other type of pain once and for all, make your selection and hit the Buy Now button below and get started completely risk-free for a full 60 days. Go ahead, choose your package and click the Buy Now button below, and I'll see you in the members area. Still here? No problem. If you're still a little unsure about everything you've just seen and heard, I completely understand. So if you still have a few questions, I hope that the following answers will give you all the information you need to make the right decision. How does Balmorex Pro work? The reason you've been unable to properly heal your body and get rid of pain, be it back pain, joint pain, arthritis, shoulder pain, knee pain, and so on, is because modern medicine doesn't actually treat the real cause of pain, which is caused by toxic pockets of prostaglandins and cytokines pressing on your nerves. Thanks to its unique formula based on the healing molecule discovered by Dr. Stanley almost 70 years ago, which was later on improved by adding a special combination of over 27 powerful herbs, essential oils, and natural ingredients, Balmorex works by destroying the pockets of prostaglandins and cytokines. Once this happens, this will drastically help you relieve any kind of pain, stiffness, and swelling, rejuvenating and healing any type of injury. If this natural solution works so well, why hasn't a drug been created? That's simple, because no pharmaceutical company, or any company for that matter, can legally patent a natural product. So they can't make money from this research. In order to profit, they need to chemically alter the natural ingredients in order to create a licensable and profitable drug. As of now, the pain management drug market is worth almost $238 billion. That's a lot of money that the big pharmaceutical companies do not want to lose out on. And as a result, they're doing everything in their power to keep this research buried and block any natural solution until such time that they can release a drug to the market with multi-billion-dollar profit potential. Next question. Will this work for me? Yes, absolutely. Naturally, each individual situation will be slightly different, but we're all human beings and we all function the same way. Balmorex Pro has already worked for almost 77,000 people, so there's no reason why it won't work for you too. And remember, if you're still a little unsure, you can try it risk-free because your order comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to lose. Next question. How long will it take to see results? This quick-absorbing, non-greasy balm penetrates deeply for targeted relief that works on the spot. Moreover, it is safe to use on sensitive skin and in conjunction with other over-the-counter pain relievers or medications. Next question. Will my details be secure? Yes, I can assure you that they will be. Our ordering system benefits from state-of-the-art 128-bit SSL encrypted technology. We're talking about the Fort Knox of internet security here, so your details will be 100% safe and secure. Next question. Will my order be discreet? Yes, absolutely. We understand the need for privacy, so your order will make no mention of the product name or its nature on your credit card statement. If anyone were to see it, they would have no idea what you bought. And last but not least, how long will the product be available for? To be completely honest, not much longer. Of course, I want to keep this presentation running for as long as possible and reach my goal of helping 1 million people to get rid of pain once and for all. But the costs involved in creating this presentation and keeping it online have been far higher than I imagined, and because I'm not willing to charge any more for the protocol, I won't be able to continue for much longer. So, I urge you to take this opportunity while you still can and order Balmorex Pro today before I'm forced to take this website down for good. Go ahead, choose your package and click on the Buy Now button below and get started completely risk-free for a full 60 days. To your health.